Esoteric Order of Roleplayers present Castle Falkenstein, a game of high adventure in the Steam Age, with David Larkins as the host.
Well, speaking of books, I'm doing some volunteering at the library, and we're reading the Locked Case Southwest collection. Ooh. There's a lot of crap in there. And so this was one of them. Okay. And my old boss, who I'm working with, insisted I take it home with me because it's so hilarious. It's basically written by this guy, 1953, and he's such a Hemingway wannabe, it's embarrassing. Oh. The book is called Southwest. Here's the blurb. Along the Tex-Mex Railroad, as it nears the end of its course from Corpus Christi to Laredo, lies a hard, deserted country. 30 years ago, there were great ranches here, grandees and senoritas, and Chihuahua cattle herded by the finest Spanish ponies. It was a country like Spain, like a painting by Remington. This country John Houghton Allen knew as a boy. He writes with nostalgia of what it once was and what it has come to be. Years ago, it was still a cruel, brutal land, and the heat of it, the violence of it, and the color of its raw life sank into John Allen's soul. He writes of the sweat-soaked days roping cattle, of drunken nights in town, of senoritas and vaqueros, of the last days of a U.S. cavalry post, forgotten and useless in this lost region, of the bull ring at Nuevo Laredo, of strong drink, blood, and sudden death.
It gets better.
It gets better?
That's just the description.
Here's some choice quotes. Mm-hmm. This is one of those books you could really just open any random page.
Right.
The best way to see the Southwest is through the bottom of a glass. You can take it after a half a dozen beers.
That's not right.
You hang around the dim cantinas and actually put off going, lulled by the contagious general inertia and the biliousness. You get a glow, and things look better after a peculiar fashion. Of a sudden, even the dull and degenerate natives seem friendly. You had them wrong all the time. They're just shy. You cling to them like long-lost friends, and if you were sober, you would give them the back of your hand. You buy them a beer and they smile. They come to life for an instant in this stagnant land and forget to look sinister. Even these beggars seem to remember they once were people.
Oh, yeah! I think I'm in love with this guy.
They can't help it. They can't help it if they are stupid.
That's right.
God knows what they're waiting for, but even the buzzards lurk in this country.
Wow!
Oh, wow.
Here's another good one. We also called him the Mad Monk because he spent what little money he earned or begged in the village burning candles in the chapel, and the priest that came on Sundays to hold services used to lay a kindly hand on the poor fellow's head, and this so touched the Mad Monk that he wept. And in the dim afternoons, the poor fellow would look up the street towards the twilight and say that it stretched right on, without a break, through the little mountains, and that he would walk someday up that street into the twilight that led to God.
It's that final one, though.
And here we go. Here's where it's really going to get purple.
This is the first excerpt he read to me, though.
The old Jesus Maria was an idyll, a colonial dream, violent and colorful, with bitter things to love. There had been dry days and fern-like guajillo and huizache shade, with the yellow blossoms fragrant as the scent of a bride. There had been immoderate thirst, until water was like wine, and the taste of it cool and desired. And hunger, until one wolfed the fresh-killed venison and beef, indigestible, half-cooked and belched like a vaquero, and called it good. And drank the damnable coffee that Esteban used to make, that gave a man heartburn all day. So living in the open, sleeping on a saddle, riding unbroken horses in the brush, and roping wild Chihuahua cattle, with the lariat tied fast to the saddle horn, it was a fine time. Out in the sleet and rain and dust, it was a good cruelty, a young cruelty and joyous. The cattle stampeding through the night, the horses dropping dead underneath us, hardy horses, able to go 20 miles at a gallop and all day without water, captured from manadas that run wild in the great Barino country, breezing through the valleys and tall grass like a prairie fire. Those horses were grand, they fascinated me, and because of them, oh my country, I could almost forgive you the thirst of torture.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, it goes on like this.
You want to borrow it?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. It's got really nice illustrations.
I'm looking at it like,
Just need to make like a Facebook page just with a quote a day.
No, it's not a bad idea.
That's a really
bad
good
idea
idea.
at all. Okay, very good. So,
I see a floor plan.
I can still see it.
Just eat it. Just eat it. Crush it up and eat it.
all right. So,
Yes.
any new business? Any questions from last
What the
time?
hell? Oh, I didn't read that.
What?
Oh yeah, that's I knew there was something. So we're kind of doing a variation on the mechanics here.
I didn't read
because
it.
everybody's
Did not read.
Did not read.
Did not read.
Too long to
TLDR.
read, yeah.
all right. Yes, that's it. Thank you. So your recalcitrance has helped remind me of what we need to talk about. So this is all shuffled up. It's good to
Well
go.
as I can shuffle.
All right. So basically, the idea here is that there's an optional system presented in Renae. What is it?
Oh, comme il faut.
Comme il faut. To use tarot card decks, which I've already kind of been doing with the sorcery deck. But my idea was, why don't we just go full bore and have another tarot deck for the action deck?
Neat.
Oh. So instead of playing cards, it's tarot cards?
Exactly.
Ah.
And what that does for us is basically coins equals diamonds, swords equals spades. I'll write this down.
Wait.
Coins equals diamonds.
Well, that's assuming that we know what diamonds. No, I'm kidding.
Yes, well, that is swords equals spades. Wands equals cups.
No.
I mean, sorry,
No.
not cups.
Wait, what?
Wands equals clubs.
Okay, there we go.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, coins equals swords, swords equals wands.
You decipher the code at home.
Something's weird here.
It's like a double encryption.
Yeah.
And then cups equals hearts.
Okay. All right.
So you've got your standard kind of, array there.
How many cards do we get?
What?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh no!
How many cards do we get?
Well, I was thinking 5 instead of 4 because there's also the major arcana in here.
Mm-hmm.
And what the major arcana do is that basically you can use those not to do skill checks, but as like narrative devices. Okay, so like if they have some examples here. If you have the Lover's card, it says player can make one NPC fall in love with them. Judgment allows player to replay one bad choice. Fool, player fumbles and creates disaster. So that'd be an example if I had maybe Fool in my hand. I can play it on somebody. Death, player can escape death once. Fate, player can know the outcome of one action.
Wait, you would play it on somebody?
That's exactly where I
Nothing
stopped.
to-
Yeah,
we would-
you
could
would.
hand it to someone and say,
Well, he gets.
I get my hand as well, remember?
So you can play cards on people.
Sure, and you can play cards on me.
well, now that's
So
fun.
then, so if you had the lovers, you could play that on someone else.
Right.
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay.
Or
Exactly.
the fool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or the
All right.
fan.
Because I'm like,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Yeah.
Controlling?
So it's a little reminiscent of our old Savage Worlds deck, where the adventure cards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's
Sounds
good.
good.
That's good.
Remember?
Cool. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Way back when.
And there's
It's been a
no,
while, but yeah.
but unlike the oh, look at that top card. Unlike the
Tower.
All right then.
Unlike the tower? Yeah.
yes,
Good times.
unlike the action deck for Savage Worlds, these aren't prescribed
Right.
things. It's you're interpreting it. So, let's say you had the tower in your hand. It would be up to you
To
That's right.
interpret it.
to interpret it and use it at a particular time.
I think it's a great idea.
It's a great idea.
I like that idea.
Okay, so that gives you a little bit more things to do during the game.
All right.
And nobody knows. And it could be something huge and wacky.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Very cool.
So the other question then is, oh wow, that's the bottom card. Okay,
All right, you know,
The devil.
the devil. All right, so that's where I know you from.
I thought you looked familiar.
Anyway, the question is, which do we want to use? I've got the Rider-Waite deck here,
Yes.
and then this is the Marseille deck. Now, Jen says that the Marseille deck's a bit more esoteric.
The Marseille deck is hard because it's a pip deck.
Oh, right.
That means
So-
It doesn't have the number?
it doesn't have the pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So it's not going to tell you at a glance. It's pre-Pamela Coleman Smith. It's not going to tell you at a glance what the card means. You're going to have to... If you don't know what the
Oh,
card means, you're
Jesus. What
screwed.
the hell is that?
Well, except that in this case, I think that's okay because we're only using the major arcana as
Right, exactly.
divinatory.
It might be perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you just wanted to use, that's the 2 of coins right there.
Right away,
Oh,
it's
is it?
kind of
Oh.
boring, but
You're
Oh
right.
my God, Daisy.
Right away.
Can Jen, see through those?
Jen can
No,
be
what do
our
I want to
dealer.
know? Because could you use, if you're using those to play, it would work because you have the pips.
'Cause you have the
It would
pips.
just be exactly the same as a regular card deck where you have
Right.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's actually okay.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
works.
Because this is like 7 of swords. So you're like, okay, yeah, and
Okay.
swords equals
Oh,
spades.
right. I get it now.
Cool.
Okay, makes sense.
All right. All right, so we'll use that for the action deck.
How many cards? 5?
5.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Yeah, this would be good.
You're thinking this would be good. Let's see what happens in real life. Let's put it to the test.
Don't-
Now, are we still drawing a tarot card at the beginning to sort of give us that
Oh, I don't know.
that
Yes.
flavor?
Yes.
I mean,
That wasn't part of the email.
No.
I think that's a fantastic tool.
Well,
If you
I was
wanted to
building
make it-
off of that idea. So,
Well, I think it's actually kind of cool. So whatever. If we don't want to use it, we don't use it. That's fine.
so it's your face-up card. It's your.
It's just something that may motivate you, like something that you may pull, like we did last time. Like we pulled the card, and then it was like, oh,
It informed the
yeah, it
possible
informed.
story
It informed. Like it just gave you an idea.
All right, turn 1 card face up.
of the Marseille.
Really?
Well, what if it's a
What
pip?
about no?
Oh, all right. Well, but then that
But then
throws
it's the
off
same.
the.
Yeah.
That throws
Yeah,
off
forget
the.
it.
You
Let me
need
try.
3. You need 3 sets. Okay.
Yeah.
Ideally,
I do have a third set actually.
No. Ideally, we would have pulled the first card, like the one card, like the thematic card,
Uh-huh.
and then we can pull our playing cards.
Right.
I just pulled the Dave card.
What'd you get? Oh. Okay. Ace of Swords.
reversed. All right. Reversed. Okay.
Right in the gut, baby.
So, 8 of
Coins.
coins.
Yeah, I got the 2 of cups, of course.
That's happy. You know what that is.
Yeah.
8 of coins is hard work.
okay.
Okay.
What'd you
Oh,
get?
3 swords.
3 of swords.
Heartbreak.
Oh. Henri.
No.
Oh, I'm sure he's fine.
But I'm not.
Oh.
All right.
Okay. Any other things? Anyone working on improving anything?
Oh yeah, right. We had to be doing something.
Oh, indeed.
Oh, yeah.
Since last time.
What happened? Let's see.
Let's see. We got into a fight.
Terrible fight.
Let's see.
Improvement.
Great music. It's perfect.
Can I wait? How much can you up things? Like, do you have to have a certain level of something before you increase them, or what?
What do you mean?
So you used glamour last time,
Yep.
and I think it was pretty successful.
Yes, you were.
So would that increase my ability in glamour?
Not really. You have to say that you're working towards it, and then I
Oh.
decide when your glamour has increased. So, what's your glamour at right now?
Great.
Okay, so that's pretty high. So it's going
Yeah.
to take a lot, basically.
So I have to be like constantly in disguise, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's like when you're in Call of Cthulhu when you're at like a 90.
Right.
Yeah.
I get it. All right.
And I have to make an arbitrary judgment as to when you've done enough, basically.
Okay.
Oh, everybody
Okay.
loves that.
Oh, don't we all, though?
Isn't it good?
Great. All
I
right.
trust you, GM.
No, we don't.
All right. And is that what you said you were working on last time?
No, I'm not working at it. Just leave me alone.
I thought you. I thought you said you were working on something last time.
I thought I would, but then I looked and I didn't. I'm not working on anything.
Okay.
Yeah, I just was using it. Like I thought, oh well, why don't I use it and see what happens?
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, technically you're supposed to like keep track of it in your diary, and then I guess it's like kind of up to you to be like, hey, I've been working on this for the last 8 months. Doesn't go up yet? And I go, all right, fine.
Do we have to sound like that much of a jerk?
Yes.
It comes naturally.
Excuse me, I've been working on this for 8 game months.
It's been 2 weeks.
2 weeks of real time.
I've written so much in my journal.
Alright, so I think we're good. I'm good.
Oh, yeah, so after the bomb
Yes.
thing, I'd like to improve my like weapons tinkering skills.
Uh-huh.
If there's something like that.
Tinkering, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And what's your tinkering at?
Well, it's already at great, so I don't know if I'm in the same
Similar
Yeah.
boat, yeah. Just
Yeah.
make a note of it, say that
Yeah.
you're working on it, and
Okay.
I'll make a note to myself
And I'd
as
also
well.
like to work on stealth, since I try to sneak out of the room. I wish I could just be more sneaky in the future.
Alrighty. And what's your stealth at?
Average.
Average. See, that'll go up a little faster.
Okay.
Anybody else?
Is there anything I could improve regarding the flame portion of my character?
Ooh, setting stuff on fire.
You have it at average right now?
Yes.
Is that it? Yes. Flame casting?
Yeah, because I did that.
Yeah, I'm going to say that that's going to take a little while because it hurts to do it.
That makes
Really?
perfect sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I take 3
It causes
points.
injury.
Take your lumps.
But you
Can't
could
go-
develop the endurance or something.
Right.
Maybe.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Which you would know about your
As
character.
oh yeah.
Because you're real good at that. Alright, so make a note of it.
Okay. Excellent.
Yeah.
Alright, making a note. Working.
Yeah, like, so is the theme card a stupid idea, or is it a workable idea?
I think it's perfect for me. I'm working on my flame skills and I'm injuring myself.
Right.
There you go. Boom.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a good idea, but I think the theme card should be pulled first, and then the playing card should be pulled after that. Why are you
Okay.
giving me that look?
What's the difference?
Because I just think it.
The difference is that you can't use your theme card in play. It's just there for reference.
No, but I mean,
Oh.
before.
What's bothering me is that you're tampering with the
Yeah.
mechanics of the
So
System.
we can either have more options for our theme cards or more options for our play cards.
Exactly.
Yeah, so more options for play is fine, so never mind.
Yeah.
Very
But
well.
I think a theme card it should be an option
Okay.
if you want to.
Well, mine's done already, so.
Yeah, I like it.
All right.
Whist
Very
at the
good.
Reform Club. Professor Moriarty.
No, you're not having Whist to the Reform Club with Professor
Yes, we are.
Moriarty.
We're going.
Yeah.
No, you took your notes wrong.
That makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah.
All right.
Do we know it's Professor Moriarty?
You did find out after the
We
fact.
did.
Yes.
We did.
Yeah.
Discover.
But we don't know who he is. Like, he's just like some
Just a professor.
evil dude. Yeah. Apparently.
Head of the World Crime League.
It's just this guy. I see.
Yeah, exactly. It's just this guy.
Some guy. All right. So,
Yes.
with all that out of the way. Arranging my cards here. Okay.
Did
Does
you
it
want
say,
to?
oh yeah. I made one of these out of quarters.
Did
and,
you?
Packing tape once.
Nice. Oh my god.
Tinkering.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a thing to hold books open.
I love that.
All right. So, let's see. It has been 6 months
Oh.
since your little adventure.
Wow.
So
6
wait,
months.
what month
the wedding?
is it? It's
It is April.
okay.
No, wait. Let me go back. Let me look at my notes here. November. That was June. Oh, it is actually December. Excuse me.
So December of.
1872.
That's right.
All right.
Is Count de Navarre going to try to re-wed his robot?
Yes, it's been. It was reset for 1 year from the original date. So.
Must be an auspicious day.
Must be.
But in the meantime, you've all received a somewhat high class invitation. Thick, handcrafted paper, slightly perfumed.
Fancy.
Yeah.
What does it smell of?
Yeah.
What is it? What does it smell of?
Yeah.
What's the perfume?
Yeah.
It's like kind of a spicy melange.
Of spices.
Yeah, like turmeric.
That's a distinctive
Amber.
smell. Yeah. Cardamom or.
Cardamom. That's
So it's
yeah.
fog. Is it fog?
It's
Well-
it's got to be fog.
It's unsigned.
It's unsigned.
Yes.
So it's fog.
Yeah.
but it's inviting you to come to the Bayernese Coaching Inn. Okay.
Okay.
Spell that?
Bayernese. Bayernese.
What is it called again?
What?
The Bayernese Coaching.
Coaching Inn.
Okay.
Coaching Inn.
I was going to say allergies manifest in different ways.
That is true.
I may be a little foggy-headed.
All right.
Fog.
Not mean to offend your delicate sensibilities.
Yes.
With my questions.
I may never recover.
I know. All right.
All right. And, yes, anyway, to meet him there on December 24th.
Oh.
What?
Christmas Eve.
Indeed.
What the?
What the deuce?
All right.
And what's the occasion?
Wait, who sent this fog?
You don't know. It's unsigned.
So you said he though.
Generic. It's a masculine hand.
Oh. Well.
Okay, so we get this. It's 20. Be there, be square. What time?
So wait, so these get delivered to us. So
Yes.
I'm like in some God only knows freaking little snow castle that I made of my own design.
No castle.
And
With
so
a slightly
somehow,
bluish tinge.
yeah, and so it's like glowing blue.
See?
And so like nobody, so I get this invitation delivered to me. Is it normal size or is it like wee size for me to look at?
It's actually wee sized.
Oh.
So we're all in our respective homes, right?
Mhm.
So yeah, so I'm in my
What?
So I'm in my little snow, like a little snow cave.
Sure, if you like.
Because it snowed by then.
Mm-hmm.
So I get this little invitation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Just curious.
Mm-hmm. See, this is why I was trying to avoid handwriting. It's because I can't read my own. So it's not October, it's December, and it's not the 24th, it's the 22nd. So
All right, everybody.
So we're
Forgiveness,
invited to the
please.
22nd.
So 2 days, no, it's 2 days before the event.
Ah, I see.
It's December 22nd.
well, it's just saying the 22nd. I misread 22 as 24.
All right.
Oh,
That's
So
how
the
atrocious my own handwriting.
So the invitation
Signs
is for the
work for that.
22nd.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's much
we got
better.
It. We get it. We get it. We get
Yeah, I mean, I've got my sister with me this Christmas. It's not going to work.
Right.
it. Oh, I thought she was being held captive somewhere.
No. She's just living with her dad back in the homestead, but I mean, he's kind of depressing around the holidays.
Well, yeah. Okay.
It's a form of captivity.
After mom left him.
All right.
So is it a soiree? Are we?
Like, is it a fancy party? It just
Yeah.
says come
How do we
here at
dress?
this date and time.
Yeah, am I allowed to bring a +1?
It just says, please present yourself at the Bayernese Coaching Inn on December 22nd, 1872.
Present yourself.
Present yourself for a matter of great importance.
Oh.
We don't know who it's from. It's a spicy message.
Yep. In a masculine hand.
Okay.
All right, sounds good.
And judging by the place, I guess we would dress up rather than just show up in our
Well, it's a coaching
Dirty
inn, so
What's that?
it's like a motor lodge. It's a place out on the high
So we're
road.
meeting this guy at a Motel 6.
Exactly.
oh.
Maybe a Best Western.
Right, a little bit.
Yeah, double
Ramada.
tree. It's a double
Ramada.
tree.
It's Bayernese.
So you know it's good.
Apparently.
So you know it's a step
So you
up
know
from
it's
Motel
good.
6. So you know Red Roof Inn.
Oh man. Oh god. Flashbacks. Alright, now.
I know, we do. Money.
Not
All right,
good.
come on.
Enough to last a lifetime.
That is
So-
a den of iniquity.
It is.
What turned the roof red? We don't want to know. All right. Yeah.
So, we're just hanging. I'm in my little snow castle. I'm trying to figure out what should I look like?
Huh.
What should I appear as, and who should I connect with to go with them?
You should appear as Frida.
No. No. I tried to do a makeover for her, but she didn't want to, so.
But now you can actually do the makeover and, like, you know, actively show that it works.
I
But
can
I'm
show
not-
up like any of you, actually.
But I'm not there, so yeah.
I could play a nice little joke on everyone. Thanks for the idea.
You're
You
welcome.
should be playing with Pixie.
No, I only serve to give people good ideas. I don't have any of my own.
Oh god. All right.
But
so
wait,
on that
aren't they the
cheerful
same thing?
note, maybe I'll do that. I don't know.
Garbanzo beans are incredible.
Oh, I know what I'll do. All right, never mind.
Okay.
Lovely. ...
Yeah.
I know.
Mischief.
There's just a little glowing light thinking.
All right. So, so it is on this winter solstice that you all arrive in your various ways. Outside a rather grand old stone pile, alongside the main road out of München or Munich. The Bavarian Alps tower above you, snow-capped this time of year, obviously. There's a good 2 or 3 feet of snow on the ground, even down here in the valley.
Okay.
And the inn looks like a little gingerbread house.
No.
You know,
Aw.
it's got its high-peaked shingled roofs, covered in snow, kind of a blue granite stone construction with timber framing, and your various carriages, whatever they may be, modes of conveyance.
I'm not in a carriage. I would just walk up. But I look like
Yes.
I look like the bearded Moriarty. I look like the bearded one. Like as though I have a beard. Like I don't
Oh, the
I understand.
the anarchist that he disguised
Yeah,
himself as.
I look like
Santa
that.
Claus?
Yeah.
Oh,
Whoa.
Yunt. That's right. Yunt. All right.
So I show up as that.
Very good. You are the first to arrive.
Oh shit. Well, I wanted to make a big entrance.
Well, a young lad in a floor-length apron answers your ring at the bell pull.
Yeah.
And guides you into an entry hall where he takes your cloak and hat, and then ushers you through a stout iron-banded door into a hall with a large picture window with a nice view of the mountains, and a 7-foot-high fireplace with a roaring fire blazing away.
Nice.
There are many high-backed leather chairs, thick oak tables, and, up on the wall above the fireplace is a elk's head mounted. And
How much iron is in this room?
a little bit. There's like a pair of crossed swords on the wall.
Alright, I'm gonna stay away from that wall.
And but not too bad. So anyway, you're free to take your seat
Alright.
as dramatically as whatever dramatic posture you wish.
Well, I'm gonna.
Wearing a cape.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna be in a chair faced away from everyone
Ah, good.
at first, so I can reveal myself.
Excellent.
Nice.
All
I have
right.
a really weird sense of humor.
So how are other people arriving?
My coach.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Coach as well.
Yeah, let's share one. Let's split it. Okay.
Flew in from the coast, and boy, are my arms tired.
Yeah, you could legitimately say that. And how's Ronan arriving?
I suppose I'll also just be trudging through the snow. Yeah.
From the train depot?
Yeah.
All right.
Pass you on the way and spray you with
Yeah,
snow.
exactly.
You bourgeois hacks!
You'll hit the first against the wall.
That's like your stock response. $2. This was $1.50 last week. You'll be the first against the wall.
Oh my god.
All right. So, very good. So yes, a dragon lord and a dwarf enter the hall next. Spying a mysterious stranger sitting facing the fireplace.
Who's
Must
that?
be our host.
Maybe. Yeah. I guess we should go say hello.
Okay, we're right ahead.
Is that the music that follows you as you're walking along?
So I'll tap you on the shoulder.
I turn around.
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. I haven't seen you in some time.
Are you hosting this?
No, I'm not.
No.
I was the first to arrive.
Oh, so you're also a guest.
Yes.
Turn and look at
Me?
Yeah. What do you make of this?
It's a trap! Fire everywhere.
I turn around and leave.
Okay. As you are turning to leave, Ronan Lynch enters the room. His cloak, or his trousers, liberally bedecked with snow.
In that split amount of time, I'm gonna change into like my normal appearance.
Aspect.
Yeah.
Alright.
So, I guess like a young man with bluish hair and nice suit. Everything's blue, navy, aqua, different colors. Like. Okay. So I instantly change back into my usual human form.
Okay.
Wait.
Good to see you, Indigo.
Hello, fellas. How are you?
Why do you look so... why are the two of you so flustered?
Oh yes, I'm
I could have
curious about
sworn
that.
it. Did you see what
I did see that.
See what?
Nothing. Never mind.
I just smiled to myself.
Must be more tired than I thought.
Yeah. Yeah, same here.
Who's on first?
Yeah.
So,
So, you all got a note too.
Yes.
did it
I had
look
a
like
note,
this?
And you had a note?
Spicy, right?
Yeah. Nice cold pressed, I don't know, what poundage paper?
Yeah.
Cold pressed paper.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it was very nice paper. Especially, it was. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Serious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's only my intense boredom that dragged me out here. If he's not here soon, I'll leave again.
I agree.
Well, might as well just kick up in front of the fire, right?
You're all wet.
Yeah.
Some of us need to dry off.
I'll sort of look around for a tea or...
Yeah.
No, so I have tea
refreshments.
service. You do note a pair of boots next to the fire, drying out.
Are those yours?
No. For once. No. They're not mine. Weird. So I'm gonna go into a tiny little ball. I'm gonna like explore around and just see like what else is in this building.
Okay. Well, let's see here. So you don't have etherealness, do you?
No, you gave it up for...
I did. I have stealth though.
Yeah.
You have stealth.
My stealth is excellent.
Good. All right. Well, the doors do have, fairly substantial cracks between the bottom of the door and the floor,
Yeah.
so it's easy enough to kind of zip under them.
Right.
All right. Well, there's two doors out of here. There's the one you came in through, and then there's one on the north wall.
I'm gonna go to the north wall.
Passing under that door, you enter what appears to be sort of a smoking room, study kind of place.
Is anyone in the room?
No.
Okay.
There's
Is there another door?
a set of double doors on that north wall. There's a fireplace in here as well, fire going. And then there's a door on the west wall.
West wall.
All right, zipping through there, you enter into a high timbered hall. There's a grand staircase kind of leading up and then going left. There's yet more animal heads on the wall in here. Some old shields with, coats of arms on them hung on another wall. And besides the stairs going up, there's two doors on the west wall, one door on the north wall, one door on the south wall.
Can I go up the staircase?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna go up the staircase.
All right, zipping up the staircase. You come out onto a kind of a relatively large sort of landing, and you just see many doors, at least a half a dozen.
Oh, so it's like a lodge. I mean, it's...
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to go all the way back down. And I'm going to go through... I'm going to come back into that one little room that I was in initially.
Okay.
And instead of the double doors, I'm going to go through those double doors.
Okay. This takes you into what is clearly the communal dining room. There's two large picture windows and a massive 20-foot table with, 20, 25 seats arranged around it.
Okay. Does it look like it's ready for a meal?
It's been set,
Okay. There's no people around.
Nope.
All right. Well, gonna go back to the main like parlor.
Okay.
Alright, just
Report on
reappear.
what you found.
Yeah, I'll reappear and then say I don't think there's anyone here except us right now.
Huh.
That's odd. Is it time? Is this?
Yeah, I think
Well, it's
so.
the day. I don't know if did he was.
Oh, was there a
Oh,
specific time?
No.
Just sit on.
Yeah, so we're all here.
Oh.
Yeah. What
Is there
time
no
is it?
staff?
It's,
Well, you were all met by the the boy in
Alright.
the apron.
it's like 10 a.m. probably. Or
Yeah,
earlier.
it's getting on till supper time, as they would say. Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, I don't know, gentlemen. Very, very strange.
It is.
Yeah.
You should get some brandy for our friend Ronan. He's steaming.
Yeah.
You did note a liquor cabinet in the sitting room.
Okay.
Oh, excellent.
So I'll tell you, there's a liquor cabinet there.
Lovely.
The sitting room.
Yes.
All right, you repair to the sitting room. This is a bit more dimly lit due to there being fewer windows. Lots of bookshelves with old volumes lining them.
Really?
Just a generally more dark aspect to this room. Mahogany.
This is nice.
You know.
This is a nice room.
A definite scent of cigar smoke,
Yeah.
clinging to everything.
It doesn't smell like our invitations, does it?
No.
Let's open the liquor
What
cabinet.
sort of books on the shelves? Just,
Indeed.
Yeah.
oh.
That's the right question.
All right. So as von Straub goes to the liquor cabinet and finds it locked.
Damn
No.
that. Damn
Can
that.
I pick that lock or?
Yeah, if you've got luck or something. What do you got?
How about our tinkerer? Can our
Yeah,
tinkerer
tinker.
Oh, yeah.
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 See what you can
Give it
do.
up.
What your tinkering's at Great, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
All right, you can get that open. No problem.
Oh, okay.
So,
Cool.
Jiggle, jiggle, boom.
yes. So as Gilles and von Straub, puzzle over the liquor cabinet and get it open. A cursory investigation of the bookshelves reveals that it's just a general range of books. Mostly histories, some popular fiction, some books on, some like general reader books on science, natural world, magic, that kind of thing. Nothing,
This is the most basic lodge I've ever been in.
Well, I
Very
mean,
boring.
it is a Bayernese coaching. Like,
Yeah, but it's just, I didn't expect it to be this boring.
Well, yeah.
well, let's liven it up. It's alcohol.
Alright.
Snifter, please.
Alright.
Snifters.
all right, what are you drinking?
Brandy.
Brandy.
The
I still have
brandy.
my teacup from the other room, so I'm just going to mix it.
All
I'm not going to
right,
drink anything, but I'll observe.
all right,
It won't affect me anyway. So.
okay.
Oh, is this yours?
Is this your
It's probably
card?
mine.
Yeah, that's
Is
fine.
that your card?
Oh, okay.
Was this your card?
Mm,
All right, so you pour your brandies,
indeed.
and as you're all about to take a sip, a voice intrudes upon you.
Uh-huh.
Gentlemen, to the queen.
What?
Hey, long life.
Who? What? Who said that?
To the queen.
And striding in amongst you is none other than Phileas Fogg.
Yay!
Called it.
Dog.
Somehow he too has a drink in his hand.
Of course.
What a guy.
Is his wife? Where's your wife?
Oh, I'm afraid this is just me this time.
Okay.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yes.
I see.
He's in his stocking feet, yes.
Yay!
It doesn't
Wearing a
seem to
robe
be-
and ascot.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, of course. And a fez.
Wow.
Well, Phineas, there doesn't seem to be anybody here.
Phileas.
Except Phileas? Phileas. There doesn't seem to be anyone else here right now.
Oh, yes, they most of the staff's in the kitchen preparing supper.
But I mean,
Wonderful.
like people, like lodgers, or
Oh, yes. I think there's just one other
really?
upstairs. Yes,
Who's that?
I'm not sure. Noblewoman of some sort. I think.
Huh.
No,
that note.
some sort. Okay.
Yes, but I only count 1, 2, 3, 4. I sent a 5th invitation. Yeah, they must be running late. Yes, probably overslept. Anyway, moving along.
Swiftly on.
Swiftly
Yes.
on then. Well, I chose this location precisely because it's so quiet.
Wow.
Yes. Bit out of the way, centrally located as well. Didn't want anyone to travel too far.
Oh, that's very thoughtful.
Yes, quite. Yes. Whoa, there goes my rubber band. All right, so...
Jesus Christ. The hell? Pull yourself together, man.
Ye gods. Yes, well, I won't lie to you. I have called you here on business, but I don't think it's quite time to get into that. Let's enjoy our brandies for a bit, and if anyone smokes... And he pulls out a cigar case from his robe.
I don't mind if I do.
Of course.
Now, as a dwarf, would you just lean your head forward into the fire like Mongo?
Straight into it.
Mongo only fun.
In Game of Life.
Alright, so...
Well, I prefer a pipe, but whatever.
Yes.
I'm going to explore those rooms to find that noblewoman.
Oh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, enjoy your smoke, gentlemen. I will return shortly.
Mm-hmm.
Woo.
Alrighty. So anyway, he proffers some of the chairs for everyone else to sit.
Okay.
Well, how's everyone's year been? It's that time of year. Look back, reflect, think about where we've been, where we're going. Shortest day of the year, you know.
Oh, man.
Oh, this is so awkward.
Of course, the first thing that stands out is the wedding that we all attended in June.
Yes, that was quite a rum do, wasn't it?
I suppose I hope that your wife was not too put off by her near abduction.
No, I'm sorry to say that she's all too used to it. It's her father, you know.
I
He's
see.
trying to kill her.
What?
Oh.
Killer.
Yes, well, he married her off to a dastardly old blackguard. And she was quite unhappy, but he did her the best thing he could ever do, which was up and die on her. That's all well and good, but you know how they are out there. They expect her to throw herself on the funeral pyre. Well, she's too smart for that. Ran away instead. Her father says his honor will be besmirched until she meets her destiny or some rot like that. So he sends his flunkies after her.
Piddle.
Yes.
He's really taking this all a bit too far, don't you think?
I think so. I'm hoping eventually he'll just give up on it.
Yeah.
Or else I'm going to have to go back out there and sort him out myself.
How kind of you to stick with her.
Oh, well, you know, true love and all that.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers!
Clink.
Yay.
What do you find?
I know. So
All right.
I'm looking in all the different little rooms.
You're going to zip back upstairs. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Let's see. So, investigating the halls upstairs, landing. All the doors look more or less identical. However, one of them does have someone standing outside of it.
Really? Yeah.
With his hands clasped behind his back. He's well dressed and he's just kind of standing there.
Okay. Let's see here. I'm super stealthy.
Yeah, what is your stealth?
Excellent.
Whoa.
So
Let's see if that's gonna...
I have. Let's see.
Oh, the other new rule is that you can play a card from your hand to increase your level of success if you have an
I can do
appropriate
what again?
suit.
Repeat.
So, like for example, you have an excellent stealth. If this guy has a great perception, which he does, then that would be a partial success.
But I could use a card to supplement my.
Exactly.
Okay, perfect. Because I have in Roman numerals. This is 11.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Is it?
Wait, no.
Oh God.
What is it?
VI.
That's 6.
6.
I have problems.
Just think about Rocky. Think about the Rocky sequels.
Sorry, everybody. God, I feel really stupid right now. Okay, so I have a 6 of wands. It's probably not going to do anything.
Wands is clubs, so that would do something.
But it's 6. It's only 6.
6 is good. Hand it over.
Alright. Thank you, Jen.
Send that one
Sorry
down.
for my sheer ignorance.
Not to worry.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so I'm going to figure out a way to...
Okay, so that boosted up to a full success.
Yay.
And yeah, so he doesn't notice you.
All right. So
The sunlight is streaming in through a window in the landing, and so it is, obscuring your shininess.
yeah. Okay. So I get in through the door.
I didn't say that.
What am I doing then?
He didn't see you. He hasn't seen you.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just gonna go under the
crawl
crack of
under
the
it,
door.
yeah.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
This was just to see if he was going to see you coming up the stairs. To
Okay.
actually sneak past him.
Yeah.
That's another thing
That's a whole
altogether.
other thing.
How many more wands do you have?
Do you have any other wands to play?
No.
Or a face card.
I have face cards.
What do you got?
I have Hanged Man, Stars, and the Devil.
Star would work.
Yeah? How so?
Well, it's a card of sprites,
Uh-huh.
stars, little illusions, water.
Yeah, that's what it is.
No, I know.
Okay.
So just explain to me how it's working in your favor.
You
Well, I
see-
would say... Oh.
I'm sorry.
No, go.
This is
No,
your
I'm here.
character.
Yeah, well, okay. I honestly... My brain's obviously not here. So I'm like, yeah, sure. I'm thinking, like, I could create some type of a thing where I could replicate...
Like a servant?
No. Something
A
even weirder.
moat of dust.
Yeah, like
Oh.
snow, like a snowy, like a little streaming, like it seems like it's snowing inside. How could it do that? That's weird. So it might cause him to look up, like to see if there's a hole in the roof.
Okay.
But it's really just me coming through and like kind of getting into the door.
Oh, that's clever.
It's extremely clever.
So in other words, you're creating a lot of little sparkly things so that
Yeah.
he won't notice your sparkliness.
Right.
That's fine.
Okay.
Perfect. Hand it over, please.
Thank you.
And there you go.
Measure me.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, you note that there's a brass plaque on the door identifying the room as the morning room,
Oh.
and as you slip under the door, you see that it is a large, very large suite with 3 high dormer windows facing south and east. So, much like the name would imply, the room is filled with
Light.
lots of light, sunlight. There's fire going in a corner fireplace. There's a great big 4-poster bed set up, armoires and dressers, etc., etc.
Hear anybody inside?
Well, you're inside, right? You're in the room. So, over at a full-length mirror is a young woman. She is combing her hair and sort of just, obviously getting ready. She is the spitting image of the Lady Cecily.
What? Okay. So I'm gonna kind of like come in front of, like, in the mirror facing her, so like I'm behind the mirror, so she's facing me. Does
Okay.
that make sense?
Yep.
So I can just really spy and like look to see how she looks and take that all in.
Okay.
She looks real.
Yeah.
She's not a robot.
Well, the Lady Cecily looked real too.
I know. So can I go and look behind her neck to see if there's any weird little gear, like key thing, or
Sure. With what was it? A great stealth?
excellent?
An excellent, or exceptional rather.
Oh, well, you said it.
Sorry, it says exceptional here, so
All right,
we're going to go with that.
Okay.
With an exceptional stealth, that's fine.
All right, I'm gonna check.
Yeah, that's
So it may
fine.
just feel like a little bug crawling or
She,
something weird. Yeah, she might slap me. Ooh.
She squashes you.
Yeah.
No.
It's a bug.
The end.
Exactly.
All right. So, as she's sweeping her hair up into a bun, you note no plug or keyhole or anything.
Okay, so I'm going to. Can I get out of this room undetected or no?
Oh, yeah,
Not
yeah.
Just as much.
No, that's fine. She turns around and
No. Wait. I mean, like, I just wanted to know if I
Oh.
have to leave, is it gonna be?
well, you're pretty quick. You
Okay.
can zip away.
Okay, so I'm gonna observe what she does. So
Okay.
she's getting dressed.
Yep. So she's pretty much done at this point. She turns around, walks over to a steamer trunk that's been set at the foot of the bed.
Is there a tag? Is there a label on it?
Ooh.
Oh.
Well, you'd have to get in close.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to.
But she's opened the lid.
Yeah.
And, roots around in it. Pulls out a double-barreled 12-gauge shotgun.
Oh, shit!
Breaks it open, checks it. You see that it's loaded. She closes it again, sets it back in the steamer trunk.
What's the name on the trunk?
Closes the trunk, and you see that on the tag it reads Lady Margaret Morillon.
Margaret Morland.
Okay. Oh, shit.
She's just exercising her Second Amendment rights.
Gosh.
Well, there's a lot of, animal heads on the walls.
Yeah, probably a hunter. Yeah, that's it.
They didn't get there by poisoning
Okay.
Poisoning,
No one asked him politely to.
Yeah.
to lay down.
They didn't wait for them to die a natural death and then mount
Pick them
their
up.
heads.
Red
Whenever you're
tail
ready.
baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, so she's still getting dressed.
Well, no. So she closes the steamer trunk, heads over to the door, opens it, says, "Okay, Whitby, I'm ready," and then the two of them depart towards the stairs.
Okay. So I'm gonna stay in the room.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the bullets out of that gun, or somehow figure out a way to.
All right.
What's the gun made out of?
Oh,
That's
shit.
true.
Ah, no!
Yeah, you're coming nowhere near that gun.
Okay, no.
Oh, wow.
Instead.
I mean, you can, but you'll hurt yourself.
Yeah, no, thank you for the reminder.
You're welcome.
Everyone's helping me play this character.
Takes a village.
I think. Oh, shit. I'm going to go back. Well, I'm going to look through any other things that, like, in that trunk. Is there anything, like, okay, so the gun is in the trunk? Back in the trunk.
Yes.
So I shouldn't go anywhere near that trunk. Are there any other bags that she has that.
Just like a carpet bag, handbag kind of
I want to
thing.
look through that.
Okay, it's about what you'd expect, all very nice, like the hairbrush has a carved pearl back, and
Okay.
there's a little silver diptych style picture frame.
Who's in it?
She on one side, obviously maybe about 10 years younger, and then on the other side is a gentleman around the same age, very similarly featured
To her?
to her.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
Well,
a twin?
A brother.
Or...
Certainly, probably a relation, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
alright.
So not...
So I'm gonna just go back to the main room.
Interesting.
Okay.
Where'd that little blue fellow go?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what's been going on downstairs during that 10-minute diversion?
Interlude.
Well, if we've continued talking about true love, I've probably had like 3 more brandies.
Uh-oh.
Knocking it back. All right. Very good. And anyone else besides Fog smoking?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, smoking.
Yeah.
Smoking.
Yes, I'm definitely a fire hazard right now.
I've got smoke coming out of my nose.
All right. So just chit chat, pleasantries, and that sort of thing.
Indeed.
Yeah,
Ask him about his
I think,
travels.
and about the many ways that his wife's father tried to kill her. Just curious. I'm just wondering.
Laundry list.
It's gonna show
Yeah.
that style story of,
Oh, yeah.
well, the first time.
He seems okay with it. So,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, yes, that's true. Yeah.
He's a little.
Yeah, funny story there, actually.
Yeah.
In the commode. I was in the commode.
I thought the bathroom would be safe, but I was wrong. There was a thug in the toilet. All right.
Yeah, I bet you he has amazing stories.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
And
yes.
then Ronan and I can talk about the latest in fencing,
Indeed.
latest techniques that have
Fencing monthly.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Yeah.
imagine there's been, no shortage of tourneys since June.
That's true. All right. So Indigo, you return to a smoke-filled room
Okay.
as they're chattering away.
Come shimmering in.
Bunstrop, can I have a word with you?
Oops.
What was that?
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know either.
What did it sound like?
It sounded like a knock. Maybe it's the music.
Oh.
Huh.
Maybe delivery or something.
Oh, that could be. Yeah.
Oh, could be a delivery.
Yeah.
All right, Easter. I thought it was the music. Am I wrong?
I don't know. It's very strange.
It's quite curious.
Indeed.
Nobody?
There's nothing, but I think it was sounded like the garbage can, like.
Oh, it did.
But the wind isn't that strong, so we have our own mystery on our hands.
We
We don't have
do.
time for this game.
I know,
There's an intruder.
Obviously.
There's a ghost about.
All right.
All right.
No problem. Yeah. We got it.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so you were about to say, you come shivering in. What are you wearing
Fun
as
stuff.
a body?
So what I'm wearing is what I was
As a
wearing.
body?
Well, before.
Okay, before. So you're back
It's
in
just like a
something
suit, like a suit, human
Okay.
suit, not human suit.
Human suit, yes.
The human what?
Are you a giant rabbit?
No.
The giant blue rabbit. I
No.
wish. No, I am, like looking like a young man. You know, a nice suit, tailored suit,
All right.
navy blue.
Hey, we were wondering where you were. Welcome.
Oh yes, well, yes. I was here before. I just went to go do a little exploring. I'd like to have a word with you. So,
Odd. Dink. Follow you out.
all right. So,
So, Frog, regale me again with the assassin in the water closet story.
Yes, quite. Those buggers can get everywhere, it seems.
all right.
Okay.
So I did some exploring while you all were talking down here, and I went up to check out who this nobleman is. Well, I found a woman who, by the name of
Lady Margaret.
Margaret.
Margaret Moreland,
Yes.
and
Yes.
she looks exactly like Lady Cecily, who
Aha.
looks exactly like maybe someone you may know.
That's the one that Count de Navarre attempted to romance and failed.
Right. So,
I will win where he has failed.
oh shoot. Well, she's the real deal.
All right.
So
You're sure of this?
I'm positive. Positive.
All right.
Why would I lie? But you know I have your interest at heart.
Trade me for a sucker.
I've never done that.
Ooh,
I've never done that.
The
I've
whole
been
Queen
incident.
I come up with a little mischief. What can I say? I can't resist, but
Fool me 300 times, shame on me.
hey, would it be better if I just appeared as her? And like totally messed you up?
You're right.
That's what I thought.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm telling the truth.
Okay.
So
So
let's go
she's
back.
here in the building.
She's here. I think she's gonna come down to
What
the.
does fog have to do with this?
I don't know. Let's go find out.
Sorry. All right.
All right.
So we'll enter back into the room? Mm-hmm. All right. Let's do that.
Okay. So,
Fog is wrapping up the tail.
Fog is wrapping up.
And I dealt that down to us.
Yes. And then I gave him a bit of the old 1-2. That was it. Back into the depths from which he came.
Oh God. Whoa.
Oh, the putrescence.
And with the pull of the chain, he was down the pipes.
Wow. What the hell? The powerful sewer.
All right, I like to embellish my stories a bit. So may be. So at that point, a silver bell rings somewhere off in the depths of the inn, and Fog says, "Ah, that must be the bell for the midday meal service." And indeed, a gentleman who you have not seen before, with powerful mutton chops.
Oh.
Powerful mutton chops.
Powerful mutton
Oh,
chops.
I love it.
Enters the sitting room from the hallway side, and says, "Mein Herr, dinner is served."
Wow. What the
Excellent.
fuck?
Great, I'm peckish.
Your hair?
Off we go.
Yeah.
So the double doors to the dining room open. You see that there is a carved lintel above the doors, depicting some sort of heraldic device.
Ooh. Do we know it?
There's a number of those
Oh.
around, right?
Yes.
What kind of heraldry?
Well, it's like a creature that you would see on heraldry.
Oh, a creature.
It's very very stylized in the manner of heraldry, but Yeah, I think von Straub, you would know it.
Who's not recognized?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Get my
I'm just
squire in
calling
here.
for dice rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, but von Straub, you would definitely recognize it. It is a manticore.
Oh!
Oh.
Everyone, this is a manticore.
Are dragons enemies of manticores? One stop.
Venomous creatures, those.
I believe so.
Have you ever encountered one?
Yes. One red one and one green one.
Ooh.
How long ago was this?
Christmas manticores.
Christmas.
Right. It's manticores for the solstice.
How long ago was
Solstice
this?
manticores. About 500 years ago.
I was there
So
500
like
years
yesterday.
ago.
Recently, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you're on fire today, Dave. I wonder what the significance is. Out of all these stuffed heads,
Yeah.
I've seen a manticore stuffed head.
No. What's with the
Fog, have you ever
eyebrows?
encountered a manticore?
Well, afraid I haven't. And
That does shock me.
may I live the rest of my life without doing so, I must say.
I'm surprised.
I'm sure you'd be able to fight against it.
I don't know. They're pretty terrifying opponents, if I
Oh.
know my mythology correct.
I thought it was because you have noodly girl arms.
What?
What?
I'm sorry.
No, that's really weird because noodling arms.
Yeah.
What? When did that come up?
Whole other
Another
thing.
game.
Whole other thing.
Okay.
Kermit?
That's weird.
System X being play tested and
Really?
Oh,
noodly
I did.
limbs.
Oh,
Did you
did?
pull that out of the ether?
I did.
You must
I
have.
and
It was
I did
floating
not
around
overhear.
up here.
I did not overhear
Grasped it.
any of that
That's
session.
crazy.
Exactly what you did. That's awesome.
Okay.
Okay, so as I mentioned before,
Yes.
large dining table, many high-back chairs.
Okay, they better be serving like croissants and souffles and shit, because that's all I eat.
Well, it's a German servant, so.
No.
Yeah,
Oh, no!
So it's going to be a very hearty sort of.
not just
Yeah.
German, Bavarian.
Anything with whipped
sausages
cream is
Yeah.
fine.
There might be an apple.
No, I need something like an omelet or.
Basically, this giant chute is lowered from the ceiling, and sausages just come tumbling down.
It's a Motel 6 fight.
This is the buffet.
Yes, it's a continental breakfast.
On the continent.
Yes. Yeah. No.
Alright, so.
Just once, I want to chain hotel, venture to offer an English breakfast. Just once.
That's a profit margin.
I know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
England, dude.
go to England.
So in love with their breakfast.
All right. So, shortly after you all enter, the Lady Margaret comes in.
Well, great. I'll leap to my feet.
Accompanied by...
Yeah.
By her valet.
Oh, her valet. Okay. So you don't have to kill him.
We'll see.
Yeah, well.
And yes, he announces her,
Okay.
and she nods to all of you in turn.
We'll have to introduce ourselves.
Does he give her
Yeah.
a title beyond lady?
Nope.
Okay.
However, some of you
What?
may be familiar.
What?
Von Straub, I think, will be familiar. Probably Ronan as well. There is a Lord Morland who's a pretty powerful sorcerer.
Oh!
Oh, shit.
Oh.
That's a problem.
He's like the greatest sorcerer in England.
Oh, my God.
Oh, that's all.
And this is his daughter. Maybe.
Maybe.
Alright.
Yeah, the name rings a bell.
Oh, Moreland.
So introductions are made.
Yes. Would it be rude to ask her?
No.
So I'll ask her.
Are you of the Westminster
Would you
Moorlands?
happen to be
Are you of the sorceress Morelands?
Yes, exactly.
related to that vile conjurer?
Yes, if you are speaking of my brother, then
Brother.
Are you one to dabble in sorcery?
Big fan.
Oh.
Very good.
oh no, that's his racket.
Yeah.
So what's your bag?
Oh wow.
I just, I don't know. I'm what some might call an adventurous, I suppose.
Nice. Well, very good. Mm-hmm. Well, you know that somebody's made a robot that looks exactly like you.
I'd heard.
An automaton.
What do you think about that?
I don't know. Equal parts flattered and horrified, I suppose.
Yeah, so were we.
Yep. Really more horrifying than
Anything else?
Yes. It's a bit, what do they say in the vulgar tongue? Creepy.
So how do you know Phileas, if I may ask?
Oh, we actually haven't had the pleasure.
Oh, I see.
But did you get a letter?
No, I'm just traveling through.
Oh.
Oh,
an
so you're
odd
just a
coincidence.
lodger here.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
Do you like
Well,
hunting,
then.
lady?
I do. Yes.
What do you hunt for?
All sorts of things.
Manticores?
Oh,
Manticores, dragons.
It'll be on that.
well, this summer I was in Africa hunting big game. On my way back to England, but sort of taking my time.
Are you on a hunting expedition now?
Not as such, no.
I'm gonna go back to drinking my champagne.
Whoa, when do we get champagne?
It's a reasonable assumption.
Yeah, I got some.
All right.
You stay away from my brandy.
Yeah.
So when did you begin hunting?
Oh, let's see. I think the first time I went was I was about 12 years old.
Oh, wow.
What was your first kill?
Oh, fox, of course.
Oh, of course.
I wouldn't relent until Father took me on one of his fox hunts.
Ah. So jaunty.
So jaunty.
Very good.
What do you got there?
I'm going to attempt to give her my social card.
Oh.
What's this?
If perhaps when you get home you would have a moment to call upon me, or I should call upon you. I would appreciate it.
Certainly.
Thank you.
Nice.
Perfect.
I'm not even sure that happens.
Oh, dear.
Ooh, are you busting out your love charm?
10 of Cups.
Yep. That's
That
down.
is exactly. We shall have children.
Oh, dear.
Wow.
All right. Cool. So she definitely looks charmed in spite of herself.
Excellent.
Yes.
That's all I want. That's all I ever want. These sausages are delicious.
Manticore sausages.
Yes, she bites down on a sausage while staring at you meaningfully.
Oh,
Oh.
Whoa.
that's,
Huh.
I don't
She knows
know.
I'm a dragon, right?
Yeah.
Wait, huh?
Wait,
What does
what?
that mean?
Yeah.
Whoa, what just happened?
There's all kind of subtext going on here.
Yeah.
Some that's more sub than others.
Yeah.
Subtext.
Subtext, yes.
The game is afoot.
I will say that she is, although she's the spitting image of Lady Cecily, there is definitely a je ne sais quoi
Right.
that's present here
That
that
was not
wasn't.
present.
Yes, she has
Interesting.
great charisma and exceptional comeliness.
I'm screwed. So what is? Is she? Does she smell like violets?
Yes.
Yes, of course she does. All right.
Damn it.
Oh.
Son of a.
Your one weakness.
All right. Fog. Why are we here?
Yeah, please. Jesus, for the love of God.
Before I drink myself into insensibility.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to discuss business matters in front of the lady.
I turned it on.
More schnitzel.
What the hell?
Anyway,
Just cut to the chase, man.
well,
Seems like she's a lady who could handle business among other types of business.
that's true.
I don't think.
She hasn't been personally vetted, though. I'm afraid.
Okay.
So you get through dinner, supper, whatever.
Do they make me a special omelet?
They make you a special omelet because you make a big stink about it.
That's hysterical.
All food must have air in it that I eat.
All the pans in the
What?
kitchen go bananas.
Sponge cake?
Yeah, sponge cake, croissants,
Champagne,
champagne, souffles, omelets, anything like that.
I like it.
Wow.
It's so crazy it just might work.
It's borrowed from something, but anyway.
Nonetheless, what isn't
Exactly.
these days? All right, so as supper wraps up, Lady Morland excuses herself,
Excellent.
and you all retire back to the sitting room.
Okay.
Okay, we're back. All right, where were we? Oh yeah, study. So, yes, you've all returned to the study after your meal.
More than coincidence. Should show up. Putting that in my pipe and smoking it.
Uh-huh. And, all right, so finally Fogg says, all right, I've toyed with you long enough, I suppose. I'll get right to the point.
Too late.
So he, I forgot to mention, he, went back and changed into a more appropriate garb for the luncheon.
Okay.
So he reaches in his jacket pocket and withdraws a somewhat large envelope. And says, this envelope needs to get to the French consulate in Constantinople. Why, I cannot tell you.
Really?
I cannot even tell you anything about what's in the letter.
Is that because you don't know?
Oh, I know. However, I am far too visible a figure. The letter must reach the French consulate under the strictest levels of secrecy. In April, the inaugural voyage of the Paris to Constantinople Orient Express airship line will be launching. I can secure for you all tickets on that inaugural voyage.
Wow.
Oh.
One of you will take the letter. The rest of you will make sure the letter arrives at its destination.
Oh. You're not giving us dummy letters?
Could make our own.
If you wish, that's a
Could make like
dashed good idea.
Yeah.
Been reading too many penny dreadfuls.
This is why I called you all in.
Yes.
I could see that you had what it takes after the events of that wedding.
Okay.
So if you're all amenable, I will make the arrangements.
So for April.
Yes.
Why not right away?
Well, the airship
won't
line,
make it,
yes.
But we could probably make it there faster on foot, right?
I want you traveling incognito.
Oh.
Yes. I want it to seem like you're just doing it for the larf, you see.
I see.
If you were just going there to go, well, there's certain factors.
Yes.
Keep an eye on my movements, keep an eye on other people's movements. This is the reason we're meeting 4 months in advance.
Okay.
I don't want any connections to be made.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
I mean, I'm telling you, there are factions that know I'm here right now, speculating as to why I may be here.
So speculating as to why we might be here as well.
Indeed. So you are to scatter, you are to go back to your normal lives, just reconvene in Paris, you have those tickets. Oh, look, we're all meeting each other. Oh, I didn't know you were going, etc., etc.
What sort of danger should we be looking out for?
Well, if we play our
Words
cards
around.
right, there's a little metatextual joke there. Then you won't be in any danger at all.
Oh.
You are aware that the Lady Margaret has seen all of us here.
Yes, indeed. I think that's fine.
Concerned about really?
Not at all. She's the least of my worries.
Okay.
So what's the most of your worries?
Yeah. That's
Foreign agents. Yes.
How do we know
that
she's
way.
not an agent of some sort?
Well, she's British for one thing.
She could be a double agent.
She's as British as meat pie, that girl.
Oh. Well, were
She's
you?
as British as suggestive sausage eating. No, wait, that's more Bavarian.
Would it worry you to know that she's carrying a shotgun in her trunk?
Not at all. She said herself that she's coming back from Africa after a hunting trip.
But what if I told you it was loaded?
That's not unusual, especially in this part of the country.
Seems pretty dangerous.
Yeah, you know, road bandits and that sort of thing.
Yes. I think the idea would be to be dangerous.
Never mind.
Fight fire with fire, we say.
Does that work? Fighting fire with fire? I don't know.
Yes, it does.
Dragon.
Yes, it does. Yes, it actually does. There's nothing left to burn.
I see.
Okay,
Makes sense.
so we need to make a number of copies of this letter.
Yes.
Maybe that's something you could...
Or the envelope, you mean?
Yeah,
Copies of the
yeah,
envelope,
the envelope. The whole thing. We're going to need something inside that envelope.
To equate to the same thickness,
Right, right.
etc.
Yeah. Yeah, we could do that. Is it sealed in some special way?
Wax seal, yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
With what sort of a...
The royal seal of
Okay.
England. Yes.
Well, I can throw together an
Yeah.
invitation.
Yeah.
Royal seal? Perfect.
Yeah. So.
Just make sure no one catches you with it.
Yeah. Great.
We'll
I
just melt
believe
it.
they still behead you for that one.
I think it's either beheading or hanging by the neck until dead.
Yes.
For you, it wouldn't be burning.
Yeah.
Right. So, we have the letter in our paws now.
Yes.
We have to hang on to it until
For 4
April.
months. So who's the best person to say, hoard a letter?
And guard it jealously? That would be me.
Just try not to get any cheese on it.
Yes, I'll try.
But one of these letters smells like cheese, the others don't.
That's how you'll know the real one. Very subtle.
That's perfect, and I'll come over as I do on occasion and make copies. Yep, and
To the workshop.
yeah.
Right.
Indeed, back to Christmas.
Yeah. What are the repercussions of not delivering it?
That's a good thing.
War. World War.
Wow.
Yeah. What would you say if I told you World War One?
Oh my god.
A world war absurd.
What foolishness could stop from that? Yes.
So you're asking that?
Yes.
What are the repercussions? Well, it depends on the method of non-delivery. If it falls into the wrong hands, ooh, yes, probably war. If it just fails to reach its destination, possibly war.
But some embarrassment for sure.
Definitely, yes.
Okay. I see.
Yes. Yes, you will be most well rewarded for undertaking this mission. This isn't simply a favor I'm asking.
Yeah, not a personal.
No.
Okay.
No.
So we're guarding this letter, and then one of us has to go on this airship.
We're all going.
We are all.
All of us are going on the
Yes.
airship.
Indeed.
Yes.
All right.
You're all carrying a duplicate.
Right.
A Batiste.
Will it be a pixie-sized duplicate?
No, regular size.
All right.
Because once, like, if the airship were to get shot down or whatever, I would just turn into my little pixie form and I'm out of there. So, and the letter is nothing to me.
Okay. Okay.
This is just mildly interesting.
Could be a love letter.
Isn't it the same sort of paper that the invitations were printed on? Just
No.
curiosity.
That's a good question.
Oh, wow, that's
Good question, though, yes.
Yeah.
That is not.
Fog is pretending. King.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like written in his hand as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fog
Hey.
has his own royal seal.
King.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for entrusting us with this, the most deadly of assignments.
Yes.
Oh, there's far deadlier.
Try deadlier?
Oh, yes.
Try going to the toilet.
Oh my god.
Exactly. Yes. Oh, look, it's snowing. So, fair amount of snow coming
Dumping
down.
down.
Oh dear.
Love it. Cozy. This is the
Indeed.
coziest of inns.
It is quite nice, isn't it?
Super cozy.
It has its charms.
All right, so the first train out of the nearest station is first thing in the morning.
Oh, so I have to stay over?
Very good.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
that's
It's snowing, so
Make the most of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's have some fondue.
yes, there are rooms available.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Indeed there are. Indeed there are. So,
Oh.
Fog has already paid for our accommodations.
he... yes, of course.
I'm just saying, we're snowed in on his invitation.
We're not snowed in.
No.
We're snowed in on his So as I was saying.
We're snowed in.
Well, I would leave except for the lady Margaret is here, so I'm going to try and get a room next to hers.
Ooh.
Ah, very good,
Next to
sir.
the
Very
The
good.
afternoon room.
That's right.
Yes.
The afternoon
The
room.
nooner suite.
The nooner.
Oh, yeah.
Alrighty. Do you have any not diamonds?
Clubs.
Coins.
Coins. Do you have any coins in your hand?
I do not.
Okay. Any major arcana you could play?
I do.
What do you got?
I'm trying to decide between two of them.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
I speak to the innkeeper, and I say, "Innkeeper, this is what I need," and he is in charge of the whole show, so
Yeah.
he hands it to me.
As the Hierophant, yes, of course. There you go. Or you could look at it the other way and say, you're the Hierophant, since you're a Dragon Lord.
It's true.
Yeah.
Full rank.
Okay.
Okay.
YM.
So that gets you in that room. Anyone else have any preferences?
No, I just need a room with a bed. So,
Oh, fancy boy, eh?
yes.
Putting on airs.
College boy, eh? Alright. Alright. Put you in that one. And Gilles. Put you there. And Indigo there.
It's very meticulously putting us
I'm
in
noticing
certain
that. I'm
rooms.
noticing that.
Yes.
Huh.
Just for verisimilitude.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So who did I happen to end up next to if I did?
You are sharing a wall with Indigo.
Okay.
The two of you have rooms in the sort of Passover area that is over the big entryway that goes into the yard, you know?
Oh, okay.
So, Gilles...
The front yard or a
the courtyard.
Oh, okay.
Courtyard. So, Gilles, your room actually looks down onto the courtyard.
Nice.
Oh, neat.
That's nice.
Yeah.
And Indigo, your room looks out over the drive.
Okay.
Goes into the courtyard. Stromp, you're between Lady Margaret and Fog.
Interesting.
And then Ronan, you have the smallest room, and you're looking out over the courtyard as well.
Oh, lovely.
You're kind of behind the stairwell. There you
All
are.
right.
And the stairwell.
Behind the bookcase. All right. Okay, so okay.
We pass the evening. Is there a fiddler? Perhaps a leader wearing fiddler who comes by.
Naturally.
Oh my. Ooh.
So,
So I'll go down to dinner? Maybe? And have
Yes,
a drink
indeed.
after?
indeed
Yes.
you do. So dinner is a light, service, kind of a buffet.
Sausages again.
Like,
Lots of bread product
Okay.
and a hearty stew.
Ooh, yummy. All right. No.
No,
No.
you're just digging into the bread.
strudel.
All right, black bread,
strudel.
strudel. Yeah. Oh yes. Yeah. Actually, that's more Austrian.
Well, it's delicious.
Regardless, it's delicious.
It's just.
It's delicious. No, this is Bavaria for God's sake. They have chocolate cake. So
Ah.
yes.
So for
Would that be too
desserts.
heavy for the... Oh, yeah.
Oh
No.
dear.
So just bread.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm fine.
Chocolate cake though. More for
Bread and
me.
champagne.
Cutting through.
So are we just having like our little dinner chatting and stuff?
Yep.
So Ronan, it seems like you have a tale of woe. Will you regale us with
Oh my
your
God.
tale?
Oh. It is much too woeful for the present company.
So
Wow.
I think I can handle it.
Crackle of thunder, lightning.
I think we can handle
You're
it.
drunk enough.
It's not mixed. The lady Moraline is up in her room, so it's not mixed company.
No.
Yes.
If we're doing a mission like this, I think we really need to
I suppose we do need some sort of storytelling and
trust or some
Establish
sort of,
a bridge of trust. Yeah.
yes.
some kind of stormy, snowy night.
Yep.
Well, after I retired from the military, I became a bodyguard for various noble houses in London, and through the process of that, I met a girl, a daughter of one of the families. Let me just.
One of the families you were protecting?
One of the associated families that I was protecting, very, very close. Let me just tear through my heartbreak so that I might remember that family's name. It's just so hard. Yes, her name was Sarah Fitzgrey, and her family was very, very traditional, very classic, very rigid, one might say. And so we had to keep our courtship in secret.
Was she betrothed?
She was not betrothed. She had been keeping off her suitors in favor of my own suit. And eventually her father became suspicious. And it forced us to take flight to Paris to be wed. At the time, I was still performing my guarding duties, and so I was working for a French family. However, one night I had returned back to the small apartment that we had been sharing, and I found her and her father in the apartment that we had. He had a pistol. He pointed it at me. She stepped in front. And I know he could have still shot me, but he instead just pulled the trigger. And she was pushed back onto the balcony where she fell.
Oh.
And yes, the shot that killed her passed through and gave me the scar that's on my face now. But yes, the next day he roused the local garrison against me, claiming that I had abducted his daughter and killed her rather than relinquish her back to the family. So I live in secret now. And yes, I strive to take down the established order so that stories like mine can never happen again.
Harrowing.
So I'm going to finish that cake.
Do you have any ambitions to kill Mr. Fitzgrey?
I can't kill him. I need him to admit his crime so that I can be absolved.
Okay. Sounds familiar. Sounds like your story, Phileas. Is Phileas there?
Oh yes.
Oh, okay. These fathers and their control over their daughters.
Quite so. Not about it at all.
Yeah.
You can see where that's coming from, though.
Yeah. I guess.
Yes, well, some do get carried away, though, I suppose.
It's easy to do with a precious treasure.
I suppose you'd know all about that.
Okay.
Shall we retire to the smoking room?
Oh, you've been in the smoking
We
room.
have been.
Oh, okay.
That was all smoking room talk.
That was all smoking room.
So I brought the cake in with me. I love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
You all got your plates. And
Yes,
cake's on a little silver, server.
of course.
Push cart. All right.
We'll have a game of whist.
Of
And
course.
then call it a night.
Whoa.
Fog is a heck of a player, I bet.
Yes, indeed. Actually, I think there are some quick play whist rules in here.
Oh, no,
Oh, my.
let's not say we did.
Okay.
Do you think the lady would like to play, or is she asleep?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Whist. I don't know. I have any idea what time it is.
Oh,
It's after
dinner,
dark.
so
That's all you know.
Well, let's see who would be the least rude to knock on her door in the.
Yeah.
Well,
the
we
night?
can speak to her man, and he could play.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
of
yeah.
course.
He's got the room next door.
Oh, of course.
I'll trundle up there.
Alrighty. So you head up the stairs. Of course, now that it's nighttime, there's no electricity in this building. So you have to take a little candle with you.
Puts the candle back. Up we go.
Yep. So you go up the creaking stairs and across the creaking landing. Your flickering candle illuminating the various guest room doors. Find the door that's pretty sure is the right one. Knock. All right. It is answered seconds later by Whitby, the valet.
Would be.
Yes, my lord.
Oh my god, how late is it? Is it like midnight?
No, indeed. It was, he gets his pocket watch out. No, it's just 9 o'clock. I must have dozed off. Reading.
Ask your lady if she'd like to join us for a game of whist in the smoking parlor.
Oh, yes, of course. Let me just,
Pants on.
Yes. Oh, dear.
Damn pants on, man.
You read without pants on. What?
Reading, yeah.
Just trying to relax.
Don't want to know.
Don't want to know. So I'll float back downstairs and hope she follows eventually.
So as you're heading for the stairs and Whitby is heading for her door, you hear the crash of glass coming from her room.
No!
And a scream.
A scream!
A scream.
Oh my.
Yes.
Does the scream
Probable cause.
carry?
Yeah,
can we hear it?
Very distantly. You actually hear the glass crashing more.
what
More
on
clearly.
earth is that?
Oh dear.
Weird.
Let's go check.
Yeah.
So is
We'll run
the
up the
door
stairs.
open?
You're basically right below where they are. So you can either go to run upstairs or you could run to the window.
All right.
Which do you prefer?
I'll go up the stairs.
You're going up the stairs. Window or stairs?
I shall. Did the window open?
It could, yeah, there's a little crank.
Okay, so would it open large enough for me to stick my head? I wouldn't know unless I cranked it.
Yes.
So I'm going to go to the window and crank it, and then look up to see if I can see the broken glass.
Okay, and Gilles? Upstairs or to the window?
I'll follow you, just in case
You could pop right out the window.
Right.
Okay.
Oh yes, but of course I'll work that.
But I might need a little.
Furiously.
Yeah, I know.
So aggravating. Makes me want to push it.
It only opens like a quarter inch for every 50 turns. What the hell? What kind of mechanism is this? How many wheels are turning?
Oh my god.
Wheels upon wheels.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
That's the theme.
that is the theme.
All right, so
Rushing up the stairs.
yeah. All right, so of course closest to is Yosef. So you and Whitby
Yes?
run to the door. He charges through it without
Yes.
knocking or anything. Lady Margaret is in there. One of the east-facing windows has indeed been smashed open. Snow is billowing in through it. She is pressed up against the far wall with a look of terror on her face.
Oh my god. I'll run up to her and collect her in my arms.
Okay. She falls into your arms.
Oh, this is heaven. Oh, those little flowers in her dress. How to not pass out.
Yeah, her hair's down too.
Oh my god, I'm never
Oh
gonna make
no. Uh-oh. Holy crap.
So she's shaking, but she's attempting to collect herself.
Yes, so it shouldn't be too long.
Yes. She just says, I don't know what it was. Something tapped at my window, and I walked over to it, and then I saw a pair of red eyes.
Oh my god!
Red eyes, and then the window smashed, and something reached for me, but I jumped out of the way. And she shows you the sleeve of her nightgown, and sure enough, there's like 3 tears in
Oh
the fabric.
my god! Your peignoir, madam. So I'm going to run to the window and look down where I see.
Meanwhile,
I stick my head out the window and look up.
hey!
What?
So,
Do? How did you get that window open so fast?
It's just broken.
do either of you have a perception in anything better than average?
Gonna think no.
Oh no.
No.
Hey, that's what I'll work on next.
Working on noticing things.
Spot hidden.
I'm going to tell my man to hide things around my house. See if I can spot them.
I'll hire people to lie to me off and on.
Yes.
My perception is good, so can I look out the window?
Okay, so Indigo, you arrive in the room relatively quickly.
Yeah.
Everyone's standing at the window.
So I'm gonna look.
You head to the window. Out in the swirling snow, illuminated only by the light pouring out from the windows of the inn, you see shapes that are somewhat darker than the darkness.
Oh my god.
They're moving about,
Like bats?
prowling,
Prowling.
like dogs almost.
No. Ah.
I'm gonna go out the window.
Like a manticore?
Woohoo! Oh, okay. What is your courage?
Oh shit.
Do I have to have courage?
Well, if you don't have courage, then it's average.
Average. I have average courage.
Okay.
I have a Knave of Wands,
Wands.
Oh.
which would be physical.
Physical.
Is that informing it or no?
I'm gonna need diamonds.
Which are cups.
Which are
Cups. Coins. Sorry, coins.
coins.
I have 4 of coins.
Or pentacles.
A
as
4
they're
you
called.
have.
Yes.
Okay, that'll do it. That'll get you a partial success.
Alright,
All right.
I'll turn that in. Thanks,
you.
Jen.
There you go. You're very good, very lucky to have that.
Oh.
As you fly out the window, you feel a powerful urge to join this group that's out here.
Oh my god.
They're calling to you. As soon as you cross
What do they
the
sound like?
as soon as you cross the threshold of the window, you can hear like this sound of sniffing and snuffling, like many animals sniffing the air. But you also hear like far distant trumpet blasts, like a huntsman's trumpet.
Wow.
And you see this pair of red eyes looking at you in the darkness and sort of calling to you to join.
No, I don't think I'll be doing that today. Unless I could flip it. But if I go, would I be able to break out when I want
That's the
to?
question, isn't it?
Probably not.
You would just be gone.
I have a double card.
Oh shit!
I could flip it in that, well, yeah, I'll go with you, but I can change my mind at any time. Because it doesn't serve me.
That's true. Okay. All right. Play that double card.
It's only from in my self-interest to remove myself.
Oh.
All right. El Diablo. All right. So Indigo disappears through the window, and Von Straub, you and Ronan, you watch this little mote of light, and then it
Winks out.
winks out.
Indigo!
What happened? What happened? I'm trying to look over
Well, I don't know. Do you think he'll be alright? Do you think he'll... Indigo's went into the storm.
Oh. Into the storm?
Into the storm.
Unreliable as ever.
Yeah.
Indigo.
Yeah. I think he'll...
Should be fine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did pixies freeze to death?
No.
Okay.
So we're looking down. We're seeing the footprints in the snow.
You see no footprints.
We see no footprints.
No.
Impossible.
You see no footprints. You see no evidence of ingress around the window.
Except for the broken glass.
Wow.
The broken glass, which broke inwards. No ladder, rope, nothing.
Maybe it was some sort of flying.
Something from the roof come down?
Maybe yes, something suspended.
Yes.
Well,
Someone repelled, like those Indians. In
Yes,
the,
yes.
at the wedding.
Yeah! It's them again!
It's them.
Duh.
Fog!
Fog, where's your wife?
He's at the window with you.
Oh, he's okay.
So,
How did they get there?
How did they get there?
so we look out into the darkness. We see anything at all.
Nope.
We see nothing. We hear nothing.
You hear nothing. Just the wind blowing.
If she didn't have the marks on her arm, I would wonder what the heck happened here. But she does have the 3 marks. Does it look like it's going to be infected?
Oh, it didn't break the skin.
Oh,
It just tore through the sleeve.
Just so you can see bare skin now.
I know.
Yeah.
It's not easy. All right. So,
My dear, is there anyone after you? Anyone who would want to kidnap you? I ask her.
All right.
From the window.
Yeah.
Just shouting up.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're downstairs.
Maybe can you push me up there and
Yeah,
I'll
I'll just
swing. Yeah,
I'll just
okay.
give you a boost. Joseph,
he just
Joseph,
comes
can you grab
Hi.
your juice?
Your head sort of. So is there anyone who would be after you?
Yeah.
All right.
Do I make it through the window?
Are you seriously getting pushed up there? Okay.
what's
Yeah.
happening?
Very good.
I also
had
want to
enough
see
to
the window
drink.
from the outside.
Yeah.
To see if there's any clues or something like that around the glass. Maybe
A tuft of hair.
fur. Yeah, exactly. That might be caught in the glass.
Or maybe some marks from further away.
Yeah.
Okay. What is
Clothing?
your courage? Is it average?
It is good.
Oh, good.
Yes. It is. Yep.
Good courage.
Yeah.
Okay, I am going to need any wands.
Any wands? Oh.
Yes.
Could I play something like the world?
Yes.
How would the world?
I don't.
Well, what do you see when you look at the card, the world? I think it's terribly.
Yeah, we've got a
apt.
wreath. We've
Terribly
got a.
apt.
What are you doing?
Yep. So we've got the.
You've got a woman and a window.
Aha!
I think he gets his way.
I like it.
Yes.
These creatures floating in the clouds.
You see, it's a scene. It's the exact scene that we're playing now.
It is the exact scene, but as it applies to this particular situation.
We've got the angels here in the corners.
Angels,
See, the world is always positive card. It's in
Okay.
fact the most positive card after the star.
All right, you got it.
Okay.
Very good. So,
Okay.
so you go outside the window and you feel a momentary wash of fear, terror course over you.
Okay.
But then you find your inner strength
Yes.
and,
Conquer.
Yeah.
yes, conquer the fear. However, you are now pretty sure there's things out there in the snow.
There's still. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. So I tell you.
Uh-huh.
I think there's.
Am I sniffing something?
Yeah.
I will leap through the window after them into the snow.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Oh my goodness. In human form or dragon
In
form?
human form.
Okay.
Oh wow.
All right.
I didn't expect that.
A little bit of more glass tinkle as he
Yes.
crashes through the remainder of the window.
Exactly. You drop down into the 4 feet or so of snow that's piled up at this point. Poof. All right. So you're down there with Gilles. How's your courage?
It's great.
Great.
It's my number one
It's
quality.
never been better.
Exceptional courage.
It's my best quality.
Great. Okay.
Great courage. Good.
Yes, I have great courage.
All right. Well, no need of card there. You.
I'm going to tear off A, prove myself to Lady B, kill the thing before I do.
Okay. Very good.
That's the big plan.
It's that easy.
All right. So from out of the
It's
snows.
done.
From out of the snows, a large figure begins to resolve
Larger than
itself.
me?
Yes.
Damn that thing. All right.
He is a good head taller than you,
Oh.
broad-shouldered, bare-chested, even in the snow. He's ripped.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yes.
He's got an 8-pack at least.
At least. Might be 12. I don't know.
He's shredded.
Okay.
Right.
No, but anyway, he's incredible. He's the most muscled specimen you've ever seen, and yet his skin glistens and has a waxy sheen like that of a corpse.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yep.
From his belt hang skulls.
Yep. Yep.
Like full-size human skulls, or just
Actually, they look like children's skulls.
Oh God, it's Krampus.
Close. And from his head sprout a magnificent rack of antlers.
It's on.
In his hand, he holds a silver spear.
What manner of creature are you?
I am the leader of the wild hunt.
Wow!
Wow, I got it right on the first guess.
Yep.
I am the master, and I have come to collect my quarry, the Lady Morlan.
Why? She's a good woman. And a fine hunter, too.
Precisely.
That's
You shall not have her. She is mine.
So you can see behind him, there's all these hunting hounds, kind of...
Braying, slavering beasts.
Slavering, yes, exactly. And a great chorus of their howls now picks up
Right.
and rises
That is
above
terrifying.
rises above the wind.
Okay.
Exactly. Among those hounds is Indigo.
Yeah.
like is
I'm one of the
Indigo a
dogs.
hound? Is
Yes.
like
I'm a hound.
You're a hound,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Just FYI.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, this is cool. This is happening now.
Cool.
Never experienced this.
Yeah, this is weird.
This is new for me.
What a novelty, yeah.
Yeah.
You want to like pee on stuff and stuff?
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah, smell stuff. yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Experience being a hound.
Bark and
Yeah.
That makes noise. All right, yeah, I'm going to have to take him on.
Okay.
Toodles, everybody.
oh my.
All right.
All right.
Bit off a little more than I
Oh.
could chew, but if I did a manicure, I could probably do this.
That's true, actually. Yes, Indigo.
I'm just thinking of when I can break out of the spell. Or the sway of this
Right?
entity.
You played your devil card, so you can betray it at any time you wish.
Yeah.
I will.
Break that contract.
Exactly.
Where's Phileas, by the way? Is he with the lady?
He has by now gone upstairs. Yes.
Okay.
So
So I just want to make sure
scoundrel.
she's but
don't worry, dear. I'll protect you. While those fools jump out of the window.
Oh my god.
Oh, that old fucker!
It's okay. Luckily, you still have me there. And so I'll join in carrying whatever's left of the bottle of brandy.
Yeah, you got me too.
Maybe we should adjourn to Joseph's room, which doesn't have a giant hole in its window.
Good thinking, Irish. Here we go.
Doesn't she want to see the spectacle? I mean, of what's
There's a-
about to happen?
Actually, that's true. She has gone over to her steamer trunk and gotten her shotgun at this point.
Oh my.
it's a wind.
And she says, we'll stay right here. I want to see how Lord von Straub handles this ruffian.
Oh.
And should he fall, I'll be ready.
Yes.
I see.
All right.
We'll check to make sure I've got my sword on me. But,
And you have whatever it is I have.
My buddy bracelet.
yes, you have this bottle of brandy, which I'm bringing. I'm sure it'll be totes worth it.
You can ignite it, right? You're good at bombs.
Yeah.
All right, so how's your fisticuffs?
Here I am with the big dude, and it is good.
Okay, great.
Oh.
Oh, good
All right.
fisticuffs.
Good fisticuffs. All right, so because it's more of a brawl than a fencing duel.
All right.
Okay, so dost thou have any swords in thine hand? Ooh, a knight of swords. A knight of swords.
Yes, a knight of swords. It's going down.
Sword knight.
Awesome.
All right, and you are using your saber, I take it?
Yes.
Okay. So let's see here. It's level D. And you're at good. Okay. So he's going to make an escape from harm, because otherwise you would incapacitate him with this blow.
Okay.
I believe. What's his physique? Oh, actually, wait. You would merely wound him.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. That
he's kind of a big
That
one.
makes a bit more sense.
Yeah.
All right. But let's see. Escape from harm allows you to reduce the amount of damage taken if hit. Play a single card. Face card, ace, or joker. Any type.
Okay.
So I'll play this Queen of Wands.
Oh, I need to replace my card.
Oh, did I not give it?
No. Thank you.
Actually, let me give you this one since that's the one I drew.
Oh.
There you go.
Got it.
Okay. So that was a face card, so it's going to move the damage up one level. So that would be from wounded to scratched.
Okay.
All right, so you move in there with your saber.
And I dink.
Yep, you do manage to contact.
Yes.
Yes, scratch him
In one of his abs.
A point!
Yes. That's exactly.
in one of the dozen of his abs.
Yes. God, it's like a Kit Kat bar, that guy.
Oh man.
It's going to be lunch meat pretty soon.
You're gonna look like cooked spaghetti.
No,
All right, so
Jesus Christ, don't.
so you said it was good. You said it was a good
Yes.
level. All right, so I don't even have to play a card.
Oh my god, apparently he's got exceptional
Well, he's the
higher
king of the
superlative fisticuffs.
Great. All right, so you can attempt to. What's your physique, by the way?
My physique is
Good.
good.
Good. Okay, so you'll be incapacitated by this blow unless you can play any face card, any ace, or any. Well, they say Joker. I'll say Major Arcana card.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm getting the hell out of there.
Aha! The Chariot.
Played the chariot.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Fast moving.
All right, so he drives a spear right at your chest, and you manage to just backpedal away far enough, sending up a cloud of sneezing dogs, sending up a cloud of snow as you backpedal out of the way, and yes.
So,
Diablo.
This is very boring to me at this point.
Of course.
So I think I would like to have all the hounds turn on him.
Ooh, with your devil card powers.
Yeah. Or with another face card I might have, I don't know.
Well, you played the devil card, so
I can change it around.
you had this betrayal thing
Okay.
locked and loaded.
Yeah, so I want all of the hounds to turn on him.
Ooh.
But I won't. That's kind of messy for me. But if I can get all of them to do it, then I'm done.
You messy thing, you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, so as he's attacking you,
Yes.
the hounds behind him start howling and barking in a rather outraged manner.
Good. Perfect.
And they begin to, kind of nip at his heels, basically.
Yeah.
And this takes him by total surprise.
Oh, yeah.
You know, what? How dare you? So you can get in a shot on him.
Can get in a shot at him. Do I need a card for that?
Yes, if you have any swords.
I have 2 swords.
Perfect. There you go. All right, so this will.
Oh!
Whoa.
He will not be able to escape from harm because he's distracted. So you have wounded him.
Can I move in to do him more damage? At
Yes,
this point?
so if you score another wound on him, you'll incapacitate him.
Bam! Justice card.
Ooh. All right.
Sword right through the gizzard as much as I can.
Nice.
As the hounds pile up on him, you drive your sword, right into his side, and the waxen skin begins to split as the surface tension is broken, and
Yes.
it just kind of like
Oh god.
peels back and
No.
just
Viscera.
Confetti.
yeah, basically. Well, there's the sound of escaping gas, basically.
Boy.
Yeah, and then he just kind of is collapsing in on himself like a
Abs
deflating,
that good cannot be real.
like a deflating balloon.
Yeah.
and then with a very loud pop, like your ears are popping from altitude change, all the hounds are gone. The master is gone. And the snow is still falling.
Oh.
Awesome.
Then that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
When all the hounds are gone.
Yeah.
No, I'm.
And only a lone pixie remains.
I'm just standing there in the snow with my hands in my pocket.
That was a bit more thrilling than whist, wouldn't you say?
Agreed. So I think I'm gonna head back into the inn.
I'll scramble back up through the window.
Oh, okay. All right. So as you come back into the morning room, Lady Margaret throws herself onto you in a great hug.
Yes.
All right. So I am going to play.
Oh dear.
Shit.
Oh, what do
I
you got?
have eight. I have 8 of cups.
Oh, okay.
So just enhancing my love spell.
The
a little
love
bit
charm,
for them.
throwing that love charm on there a little bit more. That's fine.
Oh man.
All right. Oh, Lord von Straub.
Oh, Lady Margaret. We are united at last, and I have avenged you. I have killed the king of the wild hunt.
I don't know why he came for me, but you defended me.
He came for you out of great respect for your hunting prowess.
I don't believe it.
What? Wait, why not? I just interject like,
What?
wait a minute.
Why not?
I'm just totally eavesdropping and observing it.
Yeah.
Wait, why is that?
I'm sure this has something to do with the machinations of that no good brother of mine,
Oh?
Who's that?
The sorcerer.
Lord Morland,
Oh.
Oh, yes.
sorcerer of some repute. Probably angered the wrong faction. They sent the hunt after me.
How would you have angered them?
I don't know.
Oh.
Well, it would have been him, her
Yes,
brother.
exactly.
Yeah.
Lord knows what sort of things he gets into,
Oh, I see.
dealing with all sorts of
Yeah.
creatures from beyond the
Sort of
veil.
got you into it.
Huh. Okay.
That's dramatic.
It,
Hi, Edie.
it seemed as though this creature was intent on killing you.
Indeed.
Holy cow.
Indeed.
So your brother is your sworn enemy?
Oh, no. No, I quite love the dastard. But, he does get into strange things. Like sorcerers do.
Oh. Out of control.
As a dragon, I'm sure you understand.
Yes, I do. Still, it's a bit more dramatic than I had anticipated.
Always.
Always.
I'd be happy to introduce you.
All right. Yes.
Good time.
Yes. Perhaps not this evening, though.
Oh, certainly not.
Quite late. I'm sure you're sleepy.
Yes, I'm quite tired. I'll need a new room, I suppose.
Suppose you will.
Maybe someone to watch out for you.
That's right. I don't know if the
for.
wild hunt's going to come back or not.
Oh my god.
Great.
Oh yeah. Someone to look after you while you sleep. Someone to watch over you
That's right.
and protect you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would be me. I would be happy to do so.
Excellent. I could ask for no better protector. Whitby, you're dismissed.
Oh.
All right, Whippy, let's get drunk.
All right. So yeah. Basically, the remainder of the night passes without further incident. And in the morning, the snow has lifted, the clouds have departed, and you have your winter wonderland outside. The inn has a sleigh that they can provide
Lovely.
Yay.
for service to the train depot.
Yeah.
Nice.
And so you all bundle up under your bearskin blankets with little heaters by your feet,
Okay.
and enjoy a jolly sleigh ride to the train depot, where you all board various trains at different times.
I'm actually gonna follow Ronan.
Oh.
It's the 23rd. It's Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Yes, you should be able to make it back just in time.
Just in time for Christmas Eve.
That's right.
Lovely.
And Indigo will be going with him.
Just for the travel, just because why not?
All right.
Do I know you're coming?
Yeah, no.
Like, you're still in.
Oh no! I'm just picturing you like sitting down in the train compartment, like, oh, finally a moment of peace, and then like, Indigo
Maybe that's what happens, I guess.
yeah. Is this compartment full?
Because I have a proposal for you.
Oh.
All right. So as we montage our way with Gilles going back to France and Lord von Straub accompanying Lady Margaret back to England, and Fogg as well, in the train bound for where are you going, Ronan?
Like south of London, somewhere.
So you're heading for the Isles as well.
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
Yes, I'm going to Salisbury. I'm going to Newton Tony.
Oh, no. No.
Yep.
All right.
All right. So in the third class car of the same train that you are all traveling first class on. Anyway, in that train.
Yes. So, your story piqued my interest. What if I could reunite you with Sarah and avenge her at the same time?
She's dead.
I'm aware.
So I'd be dead?
Not necessarily.
What's this?
We could avenge her and you could be reunited. You could think about it.
I'm in.
Okay.
Yes. I might need some time to get my affairs in order, but yes.
Alright.
All right. And so on that ominous note, the adventure concludes. Because everything goes way faster in this system.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. It's okay.
That's great.
All right.
Busted out the battle rules for Pendragon. So you're in the fluffy bunny zone.
Anyway, that's that for this week.
Adventure, awesome.
We'll reconvene next time in Paris for the inaugural voyage of the Orient Express airship line.
In Eau Paris.
Yay!
That's not going to drum up any memories or anything.
Oh, look, I remember that apartment.
Here you go.
Thank you. All right.
Doggy.
Oh.
You guys gonna go?